Hi, and welcome to another episode of Low Carb Cocktails. I'm Frank. Now, with COVID-19 and everything going on, binge watching Hulu has been a thing. So I kind of jumped back to Food Network Star's season 11. One of the cast members on that season was Jay Ducote, who's a restaurant owner, food blogger, radio host here in Baton Rouge. I've got the pleasure to meet him a couple of times, even been on his radio show once. I'd like to call him a friend, but he's more of an acquaintance. All that being said, on season 11, he ended up in second place, and in my opinion, he was robbed. He should have taken that all the way. But anyway, besides the fact, he did a cocktail. As a matter of fact, the only cocktail on the entire season. So we're gonna go ahead and replicate that low carb for you guys. And this was a bourbon strawberry basil smash. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave a link in the description below to the Food Network recipe for this. This recipe on foodnetwork.com is broken out into a batch. So I'm gonna go over it real quick with you guys. It was 2 cups of strawberry stemmed, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, 5 ounces of basil leaves, and 2 cups of bourbon. So what he did is he made a big batch of it and he portioned it out to the rest of the guys that were on his episode at that point in time. We're gonna kind of scale that down a little bit, but I do want to go, like I said, mention that this recipe is originally batched, and you can make this low carb just as simple as substituting allulose for the sugar. There'll be a link in the description below for the allulose. It is an Amazon affiliate link, so I do get a small commission on that, so that would be appreciated if you did that. So we're gonna go ahead and break this down into a single serving size. So in our tin, here he calls for 2 cups of bourbon and 2 cups of water, plus the basil and strawberries, and reduce it down by half. So basically, if you do the math, that comes out to 1 cup of a simple syrup. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of bourbon to 1 ounce of the simple syrup. So from here, and I am using some Bullet bourbon. It's a pretty good bourbon to use as a mixer and really decent on its own. So there's 2 ounces of that. And I pre-made the strawberry basil syrup. So in his recipe, it calls for, after you cook everything down, to make a puree out of it. The reason I didn't do that is because it does incorporate the carbs of the meat or the flesh of the strawberry itself. This way, we have just minuscule amounts of the sugar from the strawberry in the syrup without actually going through the puree and having the fleshy part of the fruit in it to increase the carb count. So what I did is I took 1.5 cups of strawberries, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of allulose, and a grocery package of the basil leaves. The prepackaged ones, I think it was a 0.5 ounce. Put all that in a pot, reduced that down, and I ended up with about 1 cup. So here we're gonna do 1 ounce of our strawberry basil simple syrup. 1 ounce. So we're gonna add some ice to that. We're gonna give this a good shake. All right. So from here, we're gonna get ourselves a rocks glass. We'll add some fresh ice to this. We're gonna strain our contents in here. And we're gonna garnish that with a strawberry. Now this is actually the first time I'm making this. I saw the recipe and I thought, hey, that'd be a cool idea to do for a YouTube video, but I hadn't tried it out yet. But I do know basil and strawberry goes great together, and you can't go wrong with bourbon. So let's go ahead and try this out. Oh man, that is absolutely wonderful. All right guys, this is a delicious, delicious cocktail. Even though it's a bourbon and most people think of bourbon as being done in the fall or winter, this is a great bourbon summer cocktail. Even though it is light, it's really clean. That basil sets out a little bit. And this, I just can't say enough about this. Other than thank you, Jay Ducote, for coming up with this recipe and putting it on TV. If you like the content I'm putting out and you're in a position to support me, there'll be a link below in the description to my Patreon page. I would really appreciate that, guys. You can donate as little as $1 a month. I have tiers for all different types. My virtual tip jar starts at $1 a month. You get early access to all my videos. So guys, all right, cheers to Jay Ducote. Thank you very much for showing this recipe. I think I found my new summer cocktail. Y'all have a great day, because a sip of this, I'm having a great day already. See y'all later.